osteoporosis.
We are CKCO TV, serving the people of Ontario.
Yeah.
We've already looked at that area, Gregory. We've searched that area through and through. Son, it's no use. We have to stop looking for her.
You're not giving up, are you?
Gregory, there was a time when I swore I would never give up looking. I was going to find your mama and the baby, no matter what happened. Even if I had to search every square mile of Marshall County 200 times over. Gregory, it's been too long since the flood. It's been too long since they found your mama's purse. Gregory, there hasn't been any other sign since.
There's been a sign. The angel that came to me in the night and told me that my mom was all right and that she's coming home.
Gregory, that wasn't a real sign. The angel was a dream. I've had a lot of those dreams since. We can't count on dreams, Gregory, to bring your mama back.
She's coming back. I know she will.
You can't go on thinking like that, Gregory. You can't run out there looking after her again. You can get yourself hurt or lost. I can't lose you. Gregory. Gregory, you have to let your mama go now. I know you can. There's so many other people in this home that love you, want to take care of you. I know how much you miss your mama. I miss her too. Gregory. She's gone, Gregory. She's gone. You understand?
I don't know, Rena. He seems so lost sometimes. But I think he's finally beginning to accept the fact that Ashley's not coming back.
It's painful, but he has to face it, Paige.
I know. I'm more worried about Gregory facing it now, though.
No, as soon as Justin does, I'm sure that Gregory will. Listen, speaking of Gregory, has TJ made any more moves to try to get custody?
He set a court date.
Does that mean he has the birth certificate back?
I don't know. He didn't mention that, but I think what he's going to try to do is prove that Justin's birth certificate is invalid. And if he can do that, then he doesn't need the other one.
You know, I know how TJ feels. I sympathize with him, but I really think that Gregory would be better off with Justin. I wish TJ would realize that and leave him alone. The Marshalls don't need a court battle, not with all the problems they've been having.
Boy, you could just say that again. It's funny, all of us have felt the pressure.
Mm.
But I think Allison feels it the most now.
Yeah, I've noticed. I think that girl has snapped or something.
You know, I've been thinking the exact same thing.
Has she been giving you problems now?
Yeah. Yeah, she has. But I don't think she will anymore.
I wouldn't count on it. Keep your eye on her. I know I will. Allison Linden needs to be watched.
And now, the continuing story of Texas.
Well, don't worry about that. Just get Lurleen here. Yeah, we'll take care of everything else. All right. Goodbye. That was Ruby. Everything's going like clockwork.
Oh, then she's at Lurlene's now.
Yeah, Lurleen thinks the two of them are going shopping today. The last thing she expects is a shower.
Oh, good. Well, I'm going to go out and help Jenny bring the things in out of the car.
Oh, why don't you let me do that, Mrs. Marshall?
No. You just stay here and help Paige set the table.
But
No. I'm going. Don't bother me. I'm going. Stay where you are.
You know, that grammar of yours can be mighty stubborn sometimes.
All of the Marshalls are like that, Doris. You should have learned that by now.
Oh, maybe so.
You seem awfully quiet today. Is everything all right?
Oh, I'm sorry, Doris. Just can't stop thinking about Gregory's birth certificate.
Oh. So that's what it is.
Such a big decision.
You don't know what you're going to do yet, huh?
No. I have had a couple of run-ins with Allison, though. She hasn't been very pleasant.
Be careful. I'm afraid of what Miss Linden might do.
Why? What's she done now?
Well, I didn't know if I was going to tell you this or not, but I think I should for Gregory's sake.
What?
I saw Miss Linden make a pass at Mr. Marshall.
Justin? Doris, you have to be kidding.
Well, I'm not, Miss Marshall. I saw Miss Linden kissing Mr. Marshall last night.
I still don't think you're treating us fairly, Mr. Brandon. No, I don't. Look, we're not just talking about stations here. We're talking about people's lives. You seem to forget that. Yes, I know you said it's business, but I still find it very difficult to understand your position. Our programming is good, Mr. Brandon, and you know it. We just need more time. Right.
Mama?
Oh, hi, sweetheart. I'm sorry. I didn't hear you come in.
Oh, it's no wonder. Are you having problems with Brandon?
Hmm? Mr. Brandon, the board. I hate to tell you this, honey, but we're in very serious trouble with the entire network.
What? Mama, Are you trying to tell me that we're in danger of losing KVIK?
Okay, that's that. Mrs. Wheeler, are you sure you're going to be all right?
Yes, I'll be just fine. If I need anything, Mr. Wheeler will be down shortly.
And what about Nurse Bruckner? After all, she is your nurse. I could call and have her sit with you.
Please don't. I don't think I could bear to listen to her talk about fly fishing again.
Now, see, I thought that was kind of interesting. You know, she said it's all on the wrist. You go back, and then you go forward, and then zap.
Vivian, hadn't you better be on your way?
Oh, yeah. Because this is a surprise party. It can't be late.
You have my gift.
I got it right here. And Mrs. Wheeler, thank you very much for letting me go to this shower.
You're welcome. Now run along. You're going to be late.
Okay, good.
She hated you, Wheeler. Is that right, you? Is that right? You tell her. You tell her.
Texas, the new generation. first part of Texas is brought to you by Era, a combination of powerful cleaners concentrated in a quarter cup. Era helps get all your wash clean because Era cleans tough dirts all the way through.
Tell him what? Who am I supposed to tell?
Judith, what's wrong?
Oh. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you come downstairs.
I know. What are you agitated?
I'm all right. Nothing. Oh, everything, I suppose.
Well, that's not surprising. You heard what the doctor said. He said that you're going to be very frustrated during this time.
Grant, I can't remember, and I want to remember.
It'll come back, Judith. In time, it'll all come back.
How long do I have to wait? There's a reason. Isn't there a reason? why
Yes,
I
there
can't
is,
remember?
Judith. But as the doctor said, you're going to have to work that out yourself.
I'm trying, Grant. I'm trying so hard, but I can't seem to hold on to anything. I can't remember.
You will, Judith. You will when you're ready to. Be patient. I know you're tired of hearing me say that, but it happens to be the truth.
I know. I know it's the truth.
Where's Vivian? Is she around?
Oh, she's gone to Lurlene's shower.
Oh. I suppose that Brett and Ruby went, too, huh?
Yes, Brett's leaving from the office, and I think Ruby's responsible for getting Lurleen to Mark's place.
But how's she going to do that? Supposed to get her in there without anybody seeing her.
Oh, she'll trick her into it. She's very good at that sort of thing. That's how she got Mark to marry her.
Judith.
Oh.
It'll all work out. If anybody can get her in there, Ruby can.
Yes, I know. She's very good at surprises.
You want to read a book?
Darling, no, I don't seem to be able to concentrate on anything.
If I get you something, anything.
No, just be here. That's all I need is you here.
I don't want to just sit around.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that you just had to sit here with me.
No. I want to be here. I'm just trying to figure out something for us to do. How about a game of chess?
We haven't played that in years.
Good. It'll make it just that much easier for me to beat you. There.
Oh, well, we'll just see about that.
Take the board. Go over to the desk.
Grant,
Hmm?
I appreciate you being so sweet with me.
Judith, how many times do I have to tell you? I want you to get well.
Yes, I know you do.
Stuart, I just can't believe that Justin would...
Oh, I don't think Mr. Marshall even knew what he was doing. I heard him call Miss Lyndon Ashley.
Oh, no.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to upset you, especially before the shower, but I am worried. I think Miss Lyndon's trying to take over everything at Marshall Oaks. And I mean everything.
No, Doris, I'm glad you told me. I knew I couldn't trust Allison, but I never dreamed she'd go that far.
Well, I may be jumping to conclusions. But from what I saw, I don't think so.
The question is, what can I do about it?
There may be absolutely nothing you can do about it.
There's got to be something, Doris.
Oh, I don't know. The way your brother feels about Miss Lyndon right now, I don't think he'd take kindly to any criticism of her.
You're right. She's the closest thing to Ashley that he has left.
And as you well know, there is no way to make that man see something he doesn't want to.
There's got to be some way, Doris. I can't just stand by and let Allison take control of Justin's life.
And that little girl likes control. You know, I think it's particularly revealing she came on to Mr. Marshall the very night after she chased Mr. Canfield at the coop.
Yeah. She didn't waste any time, did she? Justin would just die if he knew he was second choice to TJ.
He'd be furious. I guess Mr. Canfield must have seen right through her little act.
He's known her a lot longer than Justin. He knows what she's capable of.
I don't know what you're planning on doing, Miss Marshall, but I would really appreciate it if you didn't tell Mr. Marshall I saw him with Miss Lyndon. I'd hate for him to think that I was spying on him in his own home.
Don't worry, Doris. I think I can take care of Allison without mentioning that.
Well, I sure hope there's something you can do.
Me too.
Clear the way. Here we come.
Oh, Ginny, you made that, didn't you? That is wonderful.
Oh, well, thank you very much. I had to dirty about 15 balls to finally get it right.
I'll just put it down here and take the paper off.
Let me help.
Okay.
Oh, it's just so lovely to look at.
Oh, I bet it's even better to eat.
Oh, no, you don't. Now, you wait until the other guests get here before you...
Yeah. Shouldn't be too long till everybody will start arriving.
You know, I thought Rena and Vicky would be here already. They said they were going to come a little early.
Yes, it's possible, honey. We could lose KVIK. Everything.
Oh, Mama.
Makes me so angry. I have been in this business a long time, and I still don't understand some corporate decisions.
Are you talking about the network board?
Oh, yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about. I just can't deal with this kind of mentality. They want to change everything. Everything I have stood for, everything I've fought for.
Well, what do they actually want? What did Brandon say?
It's very simple. He just wants to cancel the Billy Joe show and the Ricky Decker show.
What?
Mm-hmm.
I thought the network loved those shows.
Oh, they do. That's not the issue.
Well, then what is the issue?
Money. They want to put some shows on that'll bring in, quick advertising revenue. Doesn't matter that those shows have less quality or less social value. All they care about is their ratings and bank accounts.
Yeah, well, that sounds like standard practice.
Oh, tell me about it.
Mama, what I don't understand is how quickly all this is coming back. It has literally happened overnight.
Well, that's the wonderful world of television. Big money, politics, and power plays. Oh, Rena, the network board is desperate. They'll do anything to make themselves look good, including getting rid of us.
What about Stella's show? They want to get rid of that, too?
Oh, and now that is the surprising thing in all of this. Not only do they want to keep Texas Tall Tales on the air, they want to replace the Billy Joe show and Ricky's show with other shows like it.
A game show?
Well, of course. They're after quick ratings and quick bucks. Game shows are the perfect solution, and more importantly, they're cheaper for them to produce.
Mama, how soon could all this possibly happen?
Well, a couple of weeks.
A couple of weeks?
Maybe even sooner. It depends on how long it takes the network to throw those new shows together.
I take it that KVIK isn't producing it.
No, I've refused. I've fought too long for quality programming to change now. I told the board I'd risk losing KVIK first.
It must have been very difficult for you to tell him that.
No. Actually, it was quite easy. Because I know it's the right thing to do. But it's not over yet. We may still win.
I hope so. If we don't, I'll always be proud of you.
Thank you, honey.
And I mean it. I think it's incredible the way you've handled all of this, especially with what's going on with Hunt.
Now, that's one area of my life that is going to change. Hunt and I can't go on like this much longer.
What are you going to do?
I'd rather not discuss it right now. Not until I've talked to Hunt.
Oh, of course. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, you look at the time. Yeah, well, if we don't get going, we're going to be late for Lurlene's shower.
Mama, you sure you still want to go to this thing?
Oh, now, you know I wouldn't let my personal feelings interfere with a shower for Lurlene, would I?
No, you wouldn't.
Neither would you.
No.
So, come on, let's go and have a good time, and let's forget all our troubles, huh?
Oh, Mama.
We don't have to rush off. You know, take your time. Make sure you got yourself together and everything. No rush.
Ruby, are you feeling all right?
Oh, yeah. I'm fine. Why would you ask me a crazy question like that?
Well, I don't know. You're usually the one that can't wait to go shopping. It's just not like you to be sitting around so casual-like.
Lurleen, the reason I am so tranquil and composed is that you are now dealing with a married woman. Now, you will find that when you speak your wedding vows, these things just change.
I don't think
marriage is going to make me that different. You don't seem that different either, except for the way you're acting right now.
Well, you see, there is your proof. I mean, I am much more worldly and sophisticated now than I ever was before.
I don't think that's it. But maybe I'm just too close to you. Maybe all these changes you're talking about have been happening so gradually that I just didn't even notice.
That must be it. I'm so sophisticated.
Ruby, I hope marriage doesn't change us.
Oh, Lurleen, I don't think we have to worry about that very much. So tell me, are you getting all excited about your wedding plans?
Well, Ruby, I'm so excited it scares me.
Well, how in the world could it scare you?
You remember when Mark asked you to marry him?
Oh, gosh, yes. My heart was just pounding like crazy.
Well, that's the way I felt when Joel proposed. I never thought I could be more excited than that.
But you are now. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Yeah. Well, it worries me. I mean, with our wedding getting closer and closer, I find myself getting more nervous and more excited.
Well, honey, that is perfectly normal and natural. Now, all you need now is some way to express it.
You know, I find myself walking down the street and wanting to go up to a total stranger and tell him how happy I am.
Well, Lurleen, I wouldn't advise that because he might not understand.
Well, I don't think I'd really ever do that.
Look, if it gets really bad, you can just call me up, and I'll come over and I'll sit with you until it passes, okay? Well, you're not real worried about the actual wedding plans, are you?
Oh, no, everything's just falling right into place. Oh, the Marshalls have helped me so much.
Well, you shouldn't be surprised at that, because Miss Kate and all them love you very much.
I love you too, Ruby.
Now? Oh, we have come a long way, haven't we?
Yeah, we've been through a whole lot. Oh. And we have so many good friends now that we didn't have before.
And just think, Lurleen, every one of those good friends is going to be at your wedding, toasting to your happiness and your success.
Yeah. All except Aunt Mavis. But it's still going to be wonderful.
So it was this thing called lemon pie without sugar. And it was one of those things that John had cut out of a health science magazine. Oh, so it wasn't an old family recipe. Oh, hardly. So I took one bite and I renamed it lemon pie, real sour.
Oh, it's about time everybody got here.
Hello, hello, hello. Hi. Did you bring our gifts?
Yeah, the gifts are right over there. Oh, look at all this. Oh, there's enough for an army. Quite a few of us. Marlene and Ruby should be here. Yeah, how many more? Well, Elena's coming. She'll be here soon. How you doing?
Oh, pretty well, I guess. You don't seem very sure about that.
I'm not. More trouble at Marshall Oaks?
Oh, Rita, things just seem to be getting more and more complicated.
Well, it doesn't surprise me, not with Allison being there.
Exactly.
Well, what about TJ? Did you work out the misunderstanding that you had with him?
No, I haven't seen him yet. I think I'm going to try and talk to him at Lurleen's wedding.
He's coming?
Yeah.
I didn't think he'd set foot on Marshall Oaks again.
Well, he is a friend of Lurleen.
Oh, does Justin know that he's coming?
Yeah, he knows all about it. He's going to let TJ come. He knows how important it is to Lurleen to have him there.
I'll get that.
Hi, Miss Decker. Hi, Mr. Ray.
Come on in, Elena. Come
on in.
Yeah, well, I think I better get back home. Huh?
Oh, say hello to everybody. Come on.
Hello, hello. Billy Joe doing, Mrs. Ledbetter.
Mrs. Ledbetter is taking perfectly good care of the baby.
Hello, everybody. You're Mr. Wright.
I didn't know you were planning on coming to the shower, Billy Joe.
No, I'm not really. No, I just came here to drop off Elena, that's all.
You might as well stay.
Great time. How often you get a chance to spend a lot of time in one room with all these attractive women?
No, well, not very often, I'll tell you, but I think I better be going. Elena, you just tell me when you're ready for me to pick you up, okay? I'll come get you.
All right. Oh, wait, you're forgetting something.
Ladies, we'll see you.
I got the distinct impression we made Billy Joe very nervous.
I think it's good for his character.
I think it's nice that you and Billy Joe are seeing each other.
Oh, we just go for some pizza and to the movies once in a while. That's it.
Everybody get that.
signal. Ruby and Lurleen are on their way out.
Let's hide. Should we hide?
We'll close the lights and we'll yell surprise.
Okay. Everybody hide. I won't turn out the lights, okay?
Okay, I'm going to turn them out.
Okay.
You're on my foot, Elena.
They're coming.
Hide, you guys. Get down.
Okay. I don't hear anything. Well, I hope they're coming. One time, my whole family hid like this once for 3 hours waiting to surprise my Aunt Esther.
Was she surprised?
No, we were. She was in Philadelphia.
Where were you?
Wisconsin.
I don't Mama, don't bother us.
They're coming.
I'm sorry, honey. I don't know. Marco just, he said the packages are right inside the door somewhere. Let's see here. This is for you, silly. This is your bridal shower.
I don't like seeing you not living like a priest, huh? I realize that. But I don't know why you're so concerned about me. How come?
That's a dumb question. You're my brother.
I think that you have another reason for being awfully concerned about me remaining a priest. Is there a personal stake for you in this?
What are you driving at, huh?
I don't know. Maybe it eases your conscience knowing that you have a priest for a brother. Maybe you feel that all the hell-raising you do is somehow balanced out by the so-called good deeds that I do.
Ain't true.
Are you sure? Ben, I know that you like to have a good time. Now, maybe keeping me as a priest doing God's work makes you feel a little less guilty about yourself.
That's not the reason I don't want you to leave the church.
Then what is it? Why did you come here?
You know what you've done to Mom? This talk about you not being a priest and you broke her heart.
I'm sorry if I've hurt her. This hasn't been the easiest time in my life either.
Well, go back then.
It's not so easy, Ben. I have to choose my own path now.
You chose your path a long time ago.
Well, that's just it. I'm not so sure that I did the choosing.
What is that supposed to mean?
I mean, I always felt like everything was laid out for me the whole time we were growing up. You were the wild one, and I was the calm one, the one that was going to go into the church.
I thought that's what you always wanted.
Yeah, that's what everyone thought I wanted, but nobody asked me.
You never did any complaining either.
No, I just started drinking.
Yeah, but you licked that problem.
Yeah, sure I did. But that problem was a symptom of how I was feeling. I'm not so sure that I was always so happy with my life in the church.
You're not happy now either. Why is that, huh?
You wouldn't understand it, Ben.
Oh, yeah? Why don't you try me?
It just all seems so unfair, Ben. I mean, other priests of other religions, they made a commitment to God. They're not asked to give up their personal lives. They're free to marry, to have a family. Look, to be honest with you, I'm just questioning that commitment right now, that's all. I mean, why can't I have my commitment to God and also have what other men have?
You're talking about changing the whole Catholic Church, huh? You can't buck the entire system.
Then maybe I don't belong in that system.
Oh, I pray you don't mean that for Mom's sake. For mine, too. All right. Maybe I did have this my big brother the priest thing all these years. But I was always so proud of you. I always looked up to you. I'll tell you something else. No matter what you do, I'll always love you. You want to talk? You know where to find me, huh?
Oh, Jimmy, thank you. I can really Yeah. It doesn't rattle and it's real light.
Lurleen, it's not there. Just open it.
All right. I wonder what it is. You'll see. You'll see.
Oh.
Ruby.
You like it?
I love it.
Come on. Get up. Show us off what it's going to look like. Hold it up.
All right. Come on. Just a minute.
Beautiful color. Wait. I think Joe's going to like that.
Oh, and thank you, everybody, for all my wonderful gifts. This has been the nicest surprise.
Well, everybody, we got lots of refreshments. We got cakes and cookies and all kinds of stuff, so we might as well start.
I want to thank you again for giving me this Bible. It means so much to me that it came from you.
Oh, I'm so glad you like it, honey. I figured you'd need some place to keep your family history.
Well, the first entry is going to be your name, Miss Kate.
Why on earth would you?
Because you're the one who gave it to me.
Well, write it small, because you're going to need a lot of room to write the names of your children and your grandchildren.
I just can't believe that I'm going to be writing all those names in here someday.
Well, you will, honey. Believe me. Oh, I'm just so glad we're going to be close, so I can watch the little ones as they come along.
Kate, I'm glad we're going to be nearby, too. I'm probably going to need a lot of advice.
Well, any time, honey. Now, my advice is that we get up to the table and get something to eat before it's all gone.
No, I hadn't heard. Was the reaction to Ricky's appearance at the coop good?
Obviously, you haven't been in the mailroom the last couple of days.
Oh, I haven't. I've had a few things on my mind lately.
Oh, the reaction was more than good, Mrs. Selden. People are just dying to know who wrote that song, Angel. You know, have you heard it?
Oh, yes, Ricky does it very well.
Yeah, well, we got calls all the way from Los Angeles to Nashville about that song. Everybody wants to know who wrote it.
It's not exactly like we haven't tried. Every time we have, we've just run into a dead end.
The whole thing seems so crazy to me. I mean, here's this fantastic song. It just falls out of the sky and lands in our laps, and it makes a lot of money, and nobody steps forward to claim it. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. I would think the person would want to get the money, you know? Does it make sense to you, Brett?
Haven't really given it any thought. You know, it really seems strange to me that somebody who wrote something so beautiful wouldn't want to take credit just for that, because it's so beautiful. Unless what? I was thinking, unless somebody wrote it just for Ricky Decker and they're content just to hear him sing it.
Look, it's a bridal shower. Let's not talk showbiz. Come on, Lurleen, I want to hear about the wedding.
All right, but it's going to be so pretty. Miss Kate and Doris found all these giant poinsettias.
Check. Mate.
I don't believe it. 3 games in a row.
Well, I think you're through the game. You were never this much of a pushover.
I'm just a little rusty, I guess. Do you mind if we could play this another time?
Sure. I'll go out in the kitchen and get some food. You want anything?
No, nothing, thank you.
Oh, okay.
She hated you, Wheeler. Is that right, Judith? Is that right? You tell him. You tell him. You tell him.
Stay tuned for the next part of Texas.
Bill Hall. Great company on the scene at 6 and 10.
And now the next part of Texas.
So what do you think of these? Vivian gave them to you.
Oh, those are great. They got our names on them and everything.
Oh, Joe, I wish you could have been there. I wish you could have seen when we turned on the lights and Lurleen was there and everybody else was surprised and everything.
You really were surprised, weren't you?
Surprised, I nearly fainted. Ruby's just so good at keeping it all a secret.
For once in my life.
Well, I did pretty good, too, don't you think?
You mean you knew about the party?
Of course.
Well, the both of you pulled the wool over my eyes.
Well, it sure looks like it was worth it. I mean, you got some really nice things here. What's in this one?
Oh, no. You can't see that yet.
Well, why can't I see that yet?
Well,
It's a surprise for the wedding night.
Oh. Well, I guess I'll wait for that. It's only 2 days, Lurleen.
You guys, I have got to run. I don't want my mother-in-law to get mad at me because I'm late for dinner.
well, how are you and Judith getting along lately?
We had a little run-in yesterday, but I'm going to win her over to my side. If not this year, then the next.
Well, darling, you hang in there.
Hello?
If anybody in the world can do it, you can.
Okay. Bye, honey.
Ruby, thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Be good.
Well, I guess we better start putting all these presents away.
Well, what's your hurry there?
Oh, it was wonderful. Lurleen was so surprised. She got some beautiful gifts.
Oh, that's terrific. Hey, you didn't get stuck here cleaning this all up by yourself, did you?
Oh, no, it was almost done. I just had a feeling you might be by, so I stuck around.
Oh, good. I'm glad you did. We just finished our rehearsal at the Top of the World Club.
Oh, how did it go?
Well, it went all right, except for the interruptions. It seemed like every 5 minutes I was getting a call. Several of them were from Los Angeles.
Any interesting offers?
Well, it's a little difficult to sort them all out right now. They all had one thing in common, though. They're all interested in Angel, and they all want to know who wrote it.
Yeah, Ruby said you were getting a lot of calls.
I just wish there was some way I could find out who wrote that song. It's been driving me crazy since the first time I heard it.
You sing it beautifully.
Well, it's a beautiful song. Fred, is something wrong?
No.
Hey, come on. Something's bothering you. I think I know what it is. It's these calls from Los Angeles, right?
No, that isn't the case at all.
No? I was kind of hoping that was the reason.
Ricky, how could I be upset? I saw you sing at the Coop the other night, and I knew you were on to bigger and better things. I knew it was just a matter of time before you got an offer from someplace like New York or Los Angeles.
Listen, if that happened, how would you feel?
Well, naturally, I wouldn't be too thrilled about you going away, but I know how important your career is to you. I'd be happy for you.
Well, it hasn't happened yet, so there's not much point in talking about it. But no matter what happens, I'll work it out so we can be together. Listen, I don't have any more plans for this evening. How about you?
I just find it curious, Rena. You're not the kind of woman to let life pass her by, but in a lot of ways, that's exactly what you're doing.
So you're telling me that basically I'm living my life all wrong?
No, not if you're satisfied with it, you're not. But I'm just speaking from what I see, and what I see is a woman who needs a lot of excitement and adventure in her life. I just think maybe you settled down a little too soon.
You're beginning to sound like Hunt more and more every minute. Counseling must run in the family.
I'm no professional. I just say what comes to mind. And I do hope that I have not offended you with any of it.
No. Actually, what you've said is very flattering.
Then maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Rena Decker likes her life just fine right now. Waiter, we have 2 more glasses of this house wine and some menus, please. We'd like to order.
Sir. Well, I hope you enjoyed it this evening.
Oh, I did. But I would have been just as content going out for pizza. You didn't have to take me to the opera.
I know, but I just wanted tonight to be different.
You're acting different. Are you nervous about something?
Well, I guess I am a little nervous, yeah. Elena, I've been wanting to tell you something. Well, I know you've been seeing this Dan fella, and, well, one of the reasons that I took you to the opera tonight was because I wanted this to be sort of like a real date.
Oh, Billy Joe.
I know you think of me as good old Billy Joe, and we've always been just good friends, but, Elena, I gotta tell you something. When I walked in the coop the other night and I saw you with Dan, and after you missed having pizza with me the other week, well, it sort of made me realize, it hit me that, as far as I'm concerned, you're a lot more to me than just a friend. Now, I understand if you want to just stay friends. I know this Dan guy, he's real sophisticated and everything, but, well, if you're willing to give it a try, I'd like for us to go out on some more real dates and see how things work out. What do you say?
I would be honored to go out on some real dates with you.
Really?
Really. And we don't have to go to the opera either.
No, I was just starting to get the hang of it. I figured we could see Carmen tomorrow night, and then maybe the Barbara Seville after that, you know.
Billy Joe.
I know. It's, really doesn't matter what we do. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, we can play miniature golf. I just want us to do it together.
I do, too.
Well, I better go check on Billy Joe Jr. over at Miss Ledbetter. He's probably wondering where his daddy is.
Oh, I hope he's up. I'd love to see him.
Well, I'll be right back.
Okay. Billy Joe, if this is a real date...
I know, you're right. Real date, serves a real kiss.
So, I take it there were no problems, huh? Everyone got there before you and Lurleen?
Oh, everything went so well. Lurleen and me got there, and I opened the door, and I turned on the lights, and everybody came running out screaming.
I bet Lurleen didn't even know it hit her.
Oh, she was really surprised.
Well, we have a little surprise of our own for Joel tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night? You know, I've been to a couple of those bachelor parties. Try not to be too hard on him.
Oh, we're going to try.
Mark, you take it easy on that nice young man.
Oh, Mommy's a grown man. He'll take care of himself.
Judith, Lurleen really loved those guest towels you gave her. They were so pretty.
I trust you told her she could exchange them if she doesn't like the color?
Oh, she didn't want to. They were perfect, really. In fact, this whole party was perfect. I don't know, I guess it's because we were all there without any guys or something, but everybody just sort of let down their hair.
Yeah, I can just imagine what you girls talk about.
Mark, it wasn't like that at all. We just sat around and told stories. Rena had the funniest one of all. She told about this time that she went out with Justin on this date in high school. I guess maybe it wasn't so funny after all.
It's all right.
Of course it's all right. If you came here to try and upset me, you've certainly succeeded.
Judith, really, I didn't mean anything by that, I swear.
I don't believe you. I think you knew exactly what you were doing.
Mom, I hardly think...
Your mother's had a rather trying day today. Why don't we just call it a night?
Right there. Come on.
Grant, I'm really sorry.
Night. Judith, that was completely uncalled for. She didn't mean any harm by that, and you know it.
I know no such thing. I don't trust that girl, and I don't want her in my home.
I hope I didn't upset you with what I said about you earlier.
No. If anything, you've got me thinking. Maybe I have settled down too much.
Can you admit?
Then when my husband died, I sort of gave up. I took a job at World Oil, then I went to work for my mother at KBIK, so maybe I have substituted work for some of the excitement that used to be in my life.
No work and no play, that ain't right.
I know that, but what do you do about it?
I forgot to tell you something. I am terrific at pointing out problems and just disaster at coming up with solutions for them.
Big help you are.
I can't believe there's not a man in your life. you say that, it sounds like there still is.
I still do love him, if that's what you mean. But there's no way that we could ever be together.
This guy, does he still love you?
He said he did.
What is his problem? I tell you, I'd never let you get away.
Sorry I'm so late. I had to see a friend I used to counsel.
No, it's all right, Hunt. You're here now. Sit down.
Thank you.
Hunt, we have something very important to discuss.
Yes, that's what you said on the phone. What is it?
I know the church has given you a deadline to make a decision. I wish I could wait until that time, but I simply can't.
Vicky,
No, please, Hunt. So I'm going to give you a deadline of my own.
Stay tuned. Texas will be right back.
Are you serious, Vicky?
I'm dead serious. I've done a lot of thinking about it, and I just can't go on this way any longer. I already have a great many uncertainties in my life right now, and I simply can't go week to week still wondering what you're going to decide.
Vicky, please, I can't rush this decision.
I can't take that as an answer anymore, Hunt. I've tried to be fair and understanding, but I can take just so much. Now, you've had a long time to think about this, and I think we've spent some very valuable time together. So, I am going to give you 1 week to make up your mind.
I'm not certain that
If you still can't be certain after 1 week, then I'll have my answer.
Judith, we shouldn't be arguing about this. We're both too tired. Now, I'm going to go to your room. I'll make the bed.
She hated you, Wheeler. No. Is that right, Judith? No. Is that right? You tell him. You tell him. You tell him. Start talking, damn it. Tell him all about her.
What? Tell him what?
This part of Texas was brought to you by Downy, the fabric softener that makes your clothes smell April fresh as it softens them. Join us each weekday at this time for the continuing story of Texas, the new generation.
This is the CTV Television Network.
Follow the trail.
Tonight and Friday. For the offshore waters of Lake St. Clair, northerly winds 10 to 20 knots, becoming variable 5 to 15 knots Friday morning. Snow ending this afternoon, waves 1 to 3 feet. For the offshore waters of western Lake Erie, Winds becoming northerly, 20 to 30 knots this afternoon, gradually diminishing tonight to 10 to 20 knots. Winds variable, 5 to 15 knots Friday afternoon. Snow this afternoon and flurries tonight. Waves 5 to 7 feet this afternoon, decreasing to 3 to 5 feet tonight.
The climatic summary for the Detroit metropolitan area for Thursday, December the 16th. The high temperature was 43, low 38, produced a mean temperature of 41. This was 13 degrees above normal. Temperature departure since January the 1st was 456 degrees below normal. There were 24 heating degree days and 55 hundredths of an inch of precipitation. The sun will set this evening at 5:02 and rise tomorrow at 7:56. Once again, the high temperature for Thursday, December the 16th, was 43, low 38.
You're listening to the National
Porosis.